The University of South Africa prides itself for being the African university, shaping futures in the service of humanity. We congratulate all our students for having walked this journey with us. And today, we celebrate you for having successfully completed your qualifications. To you we say, Halala. To all our graduates and diplomandi in this ceremony, please pay attention to the following instructions. For degree qualifications, a graduations officer will signal degree candidates to rise and approach the stage. You will need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand with your hood already draped over your shoulders. One of the official photography officers will take the yellow photography card from you. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up onto the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand in your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first onstage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. You will then proceed towards the Chancellor, Vice Chancellor or Acting Vice Chancellor and kneel with your right knee on the stool. At this point, your degree will be conferred. You will then proceed to the next official who will congratulate you by shaking your hand. Continue towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Turn and face the audience and remember to stand on the mat with feet markers in front of the registrar and smile for the camera. A second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table at the far right to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. For postgraduate and undergraduate diploma candidates, you will also be wearing your hoods before entering the hall. You will be signaled by a graduations officer to rise and approach the stage. You need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up to the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand your seat card to the Tiv. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. Proceed towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Stop in front of the registrar and stand on the mat with feet markers. Turn and face the audience. Your second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table on the far right of the stage to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. We hope that you will enjoy this occasion. The University of South Africa prides itself for being the African university, shaping futures in the service of humanity. We congratulate all our students for having walked this journey with us. And today, we celebrate you for having successfully completed your qualifications. To you we say, Halala. To all our graduates and diplomandi in this ceremony, please pay attention to the following instructions. For degree qualifications, a graduations officer will signal degree candidates to rise and approach the stage. You will need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand with your hood already draped over your shoulders. One of the official photography officers will take the yellow photography card from you. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up onto the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand in your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. You will then proceed towards the Chancellor, Vice Chancellor or Acting Vice Chancellor and kneel with your right knee on the stool. At this point, your degree will be conferred. You will then proceed to the next official who will congratulate you by shaking your hand. Continue towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Turn and face the audience, and remember to stand on the mat with feet markers in front of the registrar and smile for the camera. A second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table at the far right to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. For postgraduate and undergraduate diploma candidates, you will also be wearing your hoods before entering the hall. You will be signaled by a graduations officer to rise and approach the stage. You need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up to the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. Proceed towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Stop in front of the registrar and stand on the mat with feet markers. Turn and face the audience. Your second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table on the far right of the stage to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. We hope that you will enjoy this occasion. The University of South Africa prides itself for being the African university, shaping futures in the service of humanity. We congratulate all our students for having walked this journey with us. And today, we celebrate you for having successfully completed your qualifications. To you we say, Halala. To all our graduates and diplomandi in this ceremony, please pay attention to the following instructions. For degree qualifications, a graduations officer will signal degree candidates to rise and approach the stage. You will need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand with your hood already draped over your shoulders. One of the official photography officers will take the yellow photography card from you. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up onto the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand in your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. You will then proceed towards the Chancellor, Vice Chancellor or Acting Vice Chancellor and kneel with your right knee on the stool. At this point, your degree will be conferred. You will then proceed to the next official who will congratulate you by shaking your hand. Continue towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Turn and face the audience and remember to stand on the mat with feet markers in front of the registrar and smile for the camera. A second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table at the far right to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. For postgraduate and undergraduate diploma candidates, you will also be wearing your hoods before entering the hall. You will be signaled by a graduations officer to rise and approach the stage.
virtue of the powers vested in me as acting Vice-Chancellor, I constitute this gathering a congregation of the University of South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, we request you to join us in silent prayer or meditation to give thanks for the achievements being celebrated on this occasion. Let's pause for a while. Thank you. You may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all of you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Let me upfront extend our apology for a slight delay with regard to the onset of the proceedings. It turns out that there was some congestion manifesting at the gate. We do want to apologize for that unintended eventuality. My name is Ramahwai Mahano. I am a professor of parasitology and also serving as Vice Principal Institutional Development. My first task this morning, as we start the proceedings, is the most pleasant and hospitable one, that of welcoming you all to this grand and auspicious event of the University of South Africa. And as I do so, I extend the greetings and the messages of support and congratulations from the Chancellor and former State President of our country, His Excellency Dr. Thabo Mbeki, the Principal and Vice-Chancellor of our university, Professor Puleng Lenkabula, the Council of the University of South Africa, ably led by Dr. Daniel Musia. Because of competing priorities, these leaders of our university are unable to be with us this morning. As my forebears would have observed when they said, Tiro hadilatsani. In an ordinary day such as this, there will be a multiplicity of functions, and all those functions must happen. There is no function that must obliterate other functions. It is for that reason that our leaders are attending to other functions and are unable to be with us. However, as I've indicated, they nonetheless have extended their appreciation and congratulations to all of you. We are truly delighted to have your company this morning as we celebrate the wonderful academic accomplishments attained by the graduates. This graduation ceremony is the 10th ceremony in a series of 84 ceremonies that are to be hosted in the autumn season up until the 30th of June. We will be having a series of ceremonies, and altogether there will be 84 in number. And out of these 84 ceremonies, a total of 48,682 graduates would have received their certificates and their diplomas and degrees conferred. That is a phenomenal figure. Literally, UNISA will be graduating the entire enrollment size that exceeds literally all of the universities in the country, because if you take the enrollment size of the University of Pretoria, it will be around 40,000 students. Now we're talking about those who are still studying, etc. The total enrollment will be 40,000. You go to Wits, it will be the same number. But at UNISA, we are now graduating 48,682 graduates. That is phenomenal. Graduation is a defining moment that marks the consummation of a program of study by those graduating. Yet at the same time, it signals the level of knowledge and skills possessed by the graduates. It is a kind of metamorphosis in the life of an individual student, and yet at the same time revealing the amount of intellectual capital contributed to the society by a university. As a graduate, you are literally identifying yourself as a pursuer and a possessor of knowledge. That is quite profound. The diploma or degree you will be receiving this morning identifies you as a source of some degree. That is why we refer to them as degrees. It identifies you as a source of some degree of knowledge and skill sets. The knowledge and skill sets that I'm referring to are of use in the derivation and development of remedies to a myriad of problems and challenges that humanity contends with, be it in the sphere of health, the sphere of economics, the sphere of socially related matters rather, and also political matters. Whatever sphere of life, these skill sets that you possess and the knowledge that you have amassed to this end should actually be of use in providing the solution for all these issues that challenge or bedevil humanity. Ladies and gentlemen, this ceremony is hosted in accordance with the statutes of the University of South Africa, and it is patterned along the higher education traditions of celebrating the completion and fulfillment of the requirements entailed in the programs offered in an institution of higher learning such as ours. Now, to assist me to preside over these proceedings, there are officials of the university who are part of the procession, and I would want to introduce them. Representing the office of the registrar is Dr. E. Nodier. From the different colleges of our university, starting with the College of Law, we have Dr. L.R. Murudi, who is the director of the School of Criminal Justice, and he is together with Dr. Ngobeni, who is a college representative. From the College of Human Sciences, we have Professor T.D. Mashau, who is the Deputy Executive Dean of the college, and also we have Professor Onyancha also coming from the same college. Representing the College of Economic and Management Sciences, we have Professor N. Dilotsotle, who is the director of the School of Public and Operations Management. And also we have Dr. N.K.K. Dukuza as a college representative. From the College of Science, Engineering, and Technology, we have Professor M. Sumbuambe, as well as Professor I. Gamika. Those are the college representatives representing the College of Science, Engineering, and Technology. Representing the College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, we're having Professor Ntanganedzeni Mapodi, who is the acting executive dean of the college, and also we have Dr. F. Malungani, as well as Professor Christian, who is the head of teaching. Dr. Malungani is the head of quality assurance and enhancement, and Professor Christian is the head of teaching and learning. And also from that college, we have Dr. T.M. Masebe, who is the chair of the Department of Life and Consumer Sciences. Representing the College of Education, we have Professor Mulutsi, as well as Professor M.M. Poshoko. I do know that Professor Poshoko is the head of quality assurance and enhancement in that college. From the College of Accounting Sciences, we have Dr. M.T. Hlongwane, who is the executive dean of the college, and also we have Professor M. Katlisi, who is representing the same college. But then we do have the supervisors of doctoral candidates. These are the people who supervise the work of the doctoral candidates. That is an enormous task, and it is important that we recognize them in this ceremony. To start off with, we have Dr. Casey Mohale, who supervised the work of the doctoral candidate, Amani Gabriel Kaningini. And also we have Professor Ntanganedzeni Mapodi, who supervised the work of the doctoral candidate, Tsepo Malesela Mafukwani. And also Professor R.M. Musi Petwe, who supervised the work of the doctoral candidate, Kidist Engida Kilili. So those are the supervisors of the doctoral candidates, but colleagues, you would appreciate that to host an event of this magnitude involves a lot of preparation, and there are people who always work behind the scenes. Their names do not find their way into the programs that we have, but for this work to happen, they do an extraordinary amount of work, and it is proper that we should pause for a while and appreciate them. And here I'm referring to colleagues in the graduation division of our university, as well as the colleagues from the Multimedia Center. They have taken the responsibility of preparing this auditorium, ensuring that each graduate has a seat and their certificates are arranged accordingly so that they receive them seamlessly without any challenge. And we want to say to these colleagues, many, many thanks. And also colleagues who are manning the campus, making sure that your cars are safe, etc. They've been directing you as soon as you moved into the campus. These are colleagues from the Operations and Facilities Division of the university. We want to unreservedly express our gratitude to them. Similarly, colleagues from the Human Resource Department of the university, they have actually availed paramedical services. In the event that there is a need for such services, please do know that we have those services available. We appreciate all this organization because in most instances, we overlook this kind of work that colleagues do behind the scenes. Of course, we have the organists who always, saturate this auditorium with melodious renditions. And we want to say to our organists many, many thanks. It is always Mr. Manas Hreilen, as well as Dr. Isabel van Rensbeck. We say to these colleagues, thank you very much for sharing your talents with all of us and making our ceremonies to be dignified as they are. The Chancellor's address will be given by Professor H. Kenham. But before I introduce him, I want to make the following announcements. To start off with, let us ensure that our cell phones are on the silent mode. It is irritating to hear a cell phone ringing during the proceedings. Now we are giving you this 1 minute before we proceed. Please put your cell phone on the silent mode. If you are unable to do so, ask the person next to you to assist you. Right, with that being taken care of, the second announcement is that at UNISA, we understand that graduations are celebratory events. And we want to embrace that. Graduations are celebratory events. And we want to celebrate together with you, the graduates. Now, in the African context, when you celebrate, you ululate, and here we're talking about proper ululation, not screams. We don't want to hear noise, we want to hear the proper African ululation. Also, in the African context, when we celebrate, we sound praises, and these praises, they simply are historical. They share the histories that we have as people and what we intend to achieve in life. It's very important. And also, in the African context, when we celebrate, we dance. So we are saying to you, if you want to ululate, ululate. If you want to sound praises, do so. If you want to dance, do so. However, very important, you only do so for your son, your daughter, your niece, your nephew, and you keep quiet. As soon as your son, daughter, nephew, niece passes the chair where I will be sitting, you must be tranquil. Udidimale. Do not interrupt the pronouncement of the names of other candidates. We are not here only for your daughter, your son, or your nephew, etc. So do not turn this ceremony into your own ceremony alone. Let us share the joy, right? So each candidate deserves to hear his or her name announced without interference. Let us do it that way, we will enjoy the proceedings. The next announcement relates to you. Once you have traversed the stage, you will be directed how to work your way back to your seat. Do not go home. Come back to your seat. Because you would have received your certificate in front of a full audience. Now, when you leave the auditorium prematurely, you're depriving other candidates of that wonderful experience. And that is grossly unethical. Do not do that. Right. So even the last candidate seated over there must receive his or her certificate in front of a full audience. Nobody amongst you should leave the ceremony before it is formally concluded. The last announcement is that the marketing department has a stall outside, I'm told, and they are saying for whatever, if you want to inquire about further studies or you want to buy artifacts, etc., they are available and you will be directed accordingly. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my singular honor to introduce Professor Hugo Kenham to you. Professor Hugo Kenham is a professor of psychology in the Institute for Social and Health Sciences of our university. He studied at the University of Cape Town for his undergrad qualifications and proceeded to the University of KwaZulu-Natal for part of his postgrad studies and attained his doctoral degree at Wits University. His work is located along the fault lines of Black studies, Africa feminism, African equi-theorization, and also the phenomenology of living at the margins of human value, suffering, and death. Let us put our hands together as we welcome Professor Hugo Kenham to the lectern. Over to you, Prof.
Acting Vice Chancellor, Vice Principals, Executive Deans, and Deputy Deans, learned professor colleagues, convocation, honored guests, parents, and the people for whom we gather on this auspicious May morning. Our graduates, Molweni, Dumelang, Sanibona, Salam, Wadada, or Bomdia. Good morning, yeah. I'm honored to give the Chancellor's address at your graduation. The title of my address is A Theory of Sand. Sand is sand. As a university professor in this address, I thought I would share a small portion of my ongoing work which appears in my forthcoming book. I share this excerpt to encourage you to theorize your communities into being and to bear witness to those who bear and experience violence. My address is a bit morbid for an occasion that is celebratory, so you will forgive me, Acting Vice Chancellor. I'll clap extra hard afterwards to make up for the morbid address. After all, degrees are serious work. And they're meant to do impactful work in the world. In addition, you are graduating during a genocide in Gaza and during a crisis in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, and Sudan, where thousands of lives are lost in the present. I also do work in the marine studies catalytic niche of the university, and this address gestures to some of that work. And now I turn to sand. Habiba Badaroun asks us to turn to the ocean and to think with what we see. I take her injunction seriously and think about water and sand together. After all, water rests on sand. When we go to the ocean, we spend more time on sand than in the water. We return home with sand clinging to our bodies and clothes. It is carried in the wind. Sand distributes and holds. Since we all return to sand, we are sand. Sand is form and it is archive. It is everywhere. The ocean needs sand as its floor. Layers of sand make up the desert earth. Sand strays far from the water too, and yet sand often gets shortchanged when we analyze the elements. Sand defies time, even as it is a product of wear and tear. It challenges shallow chronologies and temporalities. In its shades of brown and beige, sand refuses the allure of bright color, and its dull ubiquity lulls us into registering it as unremarkable. And yet sand is a carrier of the heft of history. Sand is a gravesite freighted with buried things that come to constitute its very granular constitution. Grains of sand are the result of wear and tear from silica and limestone. On the coast, calcium carbonate is the primary sand formation. Sand gives us dunes, shorelines, sand pits, sandpaper, building material to bind bricks. Today we congregate in a sand structure. Vanessa Argo-Jones reveals the power of sand by suggesting that it simultaneously contains geological memories in its elemental structure and calls forth referential memories through its color, feel between fingers, and the quality of grain. Sand is flaking and wearing matter into smaller particles. Stone, corals, shell, bone breaking, slow erosion. As part of my work on death and genocide, I have studied the cemetery in Swakopmund in Namibia. The cemetery is where thousands of people killed in the 1904-1907 genocide in Namibia. In the windswept cemetery along the dry riverbed, which pauses just before the Atlantic Ocean, many hundreds of tiny mounds in the desert earth dot the landscape. Each mound has a few stones which have moored the graves in place across a century. By piling rock and stone, those who care for the dead keep stones on the graves as a way of tethering them to the living. The sand cannot be trusted since it swarms with the shape-shifting desert. Every year, Ludlow Peringanda, an Overerero genocide activist and Swakopmund genocide museum curator, leads a group of volunteers to gather the sand into mounds. In this covering and uncovering, sand is a historical preservative that demands that we return to the fragments of the dead. The Swakopmund sands heave with death. Their habitability appears more hospitable to the dead than the living. But even this precarious habitability is precarious habitability since the dead move with the wind and the water. Ludlow Peringanda, the guardian of genocide's dead, is like a man possessed. When I spoke to him, it was apparent that he is haunted by his great-grandmother's spirit. It is she that he references when I talk to him about why he does this work. Ancestors such as his great-grandmother were imprisoned, worked, and starved to death in the port and railway construction camps during the Namibian genocide. The site of their open-air prison is where their bodies were buried in shallow graves and where souls haunt the shores. Peringanda sees himself as the conscience of his people and his town of Swakopmund. He publicly insists on the present connection to the horror of the more than 120,000 people killed here in the period between 1904 and 1907. Skeletal remains are occasionally exposed by the wind when the sand shifts. Apart from Peringanda and a few committed others, and the shape-shifting sand, there is no one to see them, but the sand remembers, holds, and distributes. Sand is a theory of life and death. As you graduate, I challenge you to emulate Peringanda and to be the conscience of your communities. Our scholarship must work and bear witness to those who are unable to speak for themselves or who are unheard when they speak. You'll find that people will listen to you a little more now that you have graduated. In your family, they might even look to you when they didn't before, not only because you'll be earning a salary, hopefully, but because you will have a degree. And when you speak, the weight of responsibility is to speak on the side of those who are marginalized and those who speak but go unheard. When people are killed in genocides and waves of violence that sweep through our communities, our degrees oblige us to stand in solidarity. A UNISA degree is what you dare to do. In this time of moral reckoning, may you use your qualification to advance our common good and not individual greed. Congratulations to you and your beaming parents and loved ones. Today, we are proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Prof. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's pause for a while to allow the students who arrived a little bit late to move into the auditorium. and gentlemen, let us give Professor Kenham a thunderous round of applause. Many thanks, Professor Kenham, for the Chancellor's address. I want to believe that the graduates would have extracted the nuggets that they will use in life. I actually found it quite intriguing, particularly insofar as the analogy that you used around sand. Very, very important, the power of sand. That's what came through for me. And we appreciate the effort that you have put into it, ensuring that our graduates, and by extension, all of us, are actually enthused through the wisdom that you possess. Ladies and gentlemen, by virtue of the powers entrusted to me, I shall now proceed to confer the degrees and diplomas of the university on the candidates whose names appear in the program. And I request the representatives of the colleges to present the candidates to me.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Amani Gabriel Kaningini for the degree of Doctoral of Philosophy. I request his co-supervisor, Dr. Casey Mohale, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In his thesis entitled Biosynthesis of Zinc Oxide, Iron Oxide, and Copper Oxide Nanoparticles, their cytotoxicity, antibacterial and antioxidant activities, and effect on growth, yield, nutritional quality of chickpea Sisa arietinum under glasshouse conditions. He investigates the application of green nanotechnology in crop production. He determines the safety of 3 nanoparticles biosynthesized using plant extracts to human cells and evaluates their effects as nanofertilizers on chickpea for improved growth, nutrient acquisition, water use efficiency, nitrogen fixation, and metabolomic profile. His findings constitute a valuable contribution towards chickpea sustainable production and nanofertilizer adoption as environmentally friendly inputs for yield and quality enhancement. His study was supervised by Professor M. Maza.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Amini Gabriel Kaningini the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Amani Gabriel Kaningini.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Tsepo Malisela Mafukwane for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I'm the supervisor, so I will read the citation. In her thesis entitled Surveillance and Molecular Characterization of Enteric Pathogens Associated with Gastroenteritis in Children Under the Age of 5 years in South Africa. She uses the molecular techniques to conduct surveillance and characterize the microbial communities associated with gastroenteritis and acute infection in children of 5 years in South Africa. In her study, she uses the next generation sequencing, which includes 16S, the 18S RNA, the shotgun metagenomics approach, and the RNA sequencing. The study findings provides deeper insight in the genetic diversity, transmission dynamics, and epidemiology of the enteric infection, thereby supporting targeted intervention aimed at lowering the incidence of gastroenteritis in children. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you my students for you to confer on Tshepo Malisela Mafukwane, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Tshepo Malisela Mafukwane.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Kidist Engida Kelili for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request Supervisor Prof. R.M. Musipetwe to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In her thesis entitled A Strategy to Reduce Neonatal Mortality in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, she investigates the determinants of neonatal mortality in Ethiopian hospitals. She reveals that preterm and perinatal complications, sepsis, and asphyxia are leading causes of neonatal deaths. Poor socioeconomic circumstances of mothers further impede accessibility and affordability of health care, contributing to increased risk. These circumstances are also a determinant of neonatal death. She uses findings to develop a coherent strategy that calls for collaboration of stakeholders and integration of maternal and neonatal services. The study provides a valuable and original contribution to effectively reduce neonatal mortality in Ethiopia.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Kidis Engida Kelil the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Kidist Engida Kelili. Well done.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Tumelo Jacqueline Nsopi receives the degree of Master of Arts.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Penduro Roni Lamini receives the degree of Bachelor of Engineering Technology Honours. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receives the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours. Matromola Alan Duvula. Goran Kapiko.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree Bachelor of Arts Honours. Bontle Lundi Lo. Tebello Mudimula. Mpo Jack Ratsuma. Ndivuyo Bruce Chikoto.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours. Newton Nyati received the degree with distinction. Agashia Rabelisani Rambau. Ntakadzeni Rasalanabo. Jim Jiwawo.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honours from the College of Human Sciences. Charlotte Baloy. Tsekofatso Lintle Dintwe. Michael Angelo Fisher, the degree obtained with distinction. Esther Notolo Gumata. Mandla Kleinboy Kabini, degree obtained with distinction. Janine Kopman. Lindiwe Liseko Vanessa Marubeni. given Nomalungelo Kumalo. Paulina Zanele Mkwanas. Portia Tsepiso Moache, degree obtained with distinction. Ntabiseng Mohotla. Ntabiseng Mulejane. Mutlalipule Edbert Johanna Murake. Lebogang Martha Mutlame. Matapelo Sikele. Sasi Charlotte Sibadan. Ron Marie van Wyk. Koliwe Samantha Zulu. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Information Science Honours. Sipiwe Doreen Butelis. Anthea Sakile Gedej. Vakang Violet Molif. Ramudiehi Kiv Tlaban.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Commerce Honours. Ngandile Mbongo. Teresa Mohadi Moshike. Tibatso Yolanda Mulwantwa. Michael Mutereki. Mutlalepula Michelle Sekhoba.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidate receives BA honors. No, Goodwill.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Education honors. Omar Musia Chauke. Wandisa Makhosi Mukwele. Nkosinathi Makubani. Raisibe Latawaya Makwale. Matimbo Ndlovu.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive Bachelor of Education in the College of Education. No, wait, camera. Charlize Edlem Valerie. Kalian Lourdes Elise Lestian. Budigelo Umpile. Carol Butelezi Tobile. Metrozov Shabalala Kanyisa. Chauke Teboho. Chule Nombizo. Kutze Juan. Dibier Dion. Rebecca Dia Makozana. Fezile Dlamini Nokwabelo. Dreyer Temron. Mr. Vice Chancellor, the degree is obtained with distinction. Thank you. Duplessis devout. The degree is obtained with distinction. Thank you. Else, Caitlin, also with distinction. Famo Gebazaga. Yes. Filja Zama. Geke Zilindlile. Groot Boom Happy Sakile. Kekwa Prudence Unati. Mr. Vice Chancellor, Petunia Klapolosa Marcelo Dupour, the degree is obtained with distinction. Tlahu Dolly Mokotlwe. Tlachuayo Nomsa Mildred. Violet Kalane Baby. Precious Kedlas Larato. Relebochile Quarere Promposia. You can go. Lale Homolemo. That's exactly what I'm doing. Le Khodi Kitumetse. Le Homo Fortunate. Hannes Menrioro Lekota. Masofong Patience Lesufi. Fisile Lubisi. Zanele Constance Madonzela. Zintle Mandisa Madonzela. Moshai Kotatso Mahoro. Kensani Lebohang Aliha Matlaba. Nompulelo Matlangu. Nomsa Matlangu. Simpiwe Greni Matlangu. Tsepo Bridget Matlare. Paulina Moni Maitufi. Ntombi Zodwa Praise Makaka. Mosibudi Makafula. Letlohonolo Sharon Makinta. Ditiro Holly Batabile Makujwana. Teboho Makwela. Tato Malapela. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor Jabulile Ida Malitsweni obtained the degree with distinction. Prudence Tolakili Maluleka. Motlore Treat Maluleke. Ngwana Matole Florence Mamabolo. Maribuli Geneva Mapeto. Tabang Marisani. Savannah Leah McGrath obtained the degree with distinction. Blessings Cindy Swa Masemula. Makobelo Pel Masuma. Mashianyane Surprise Matemane. Promise Matabe. Tlaisani Olivia Matebula. Boitumelo Joyce Matsuso. Tembela Spikos Mavuso. Nontebeko Mbata. Motlalepule Lizzie Metzing. Smangele Yolanda Mhaule. Chichavo Mtlanga. Charity Leah Jolly. Kobile Preti Mkwanazi. Bongiwe Confidence Mkwebane. Nomzamo Mdondeni. Thank you. Kamogelo Faith Moagi. Mamahau Anastasia Modise. Nobandu Promise Moerane. Dudu Mofokeng. Julia Mohashani. Camera. Thank you. Emma Malidimo Mohashwa. Dorothy Teboho Mohale. Camera. Lebogang Motlhala. Kamogelo Patrick Mutloba. Diketseng Goodness Moholo. Tato Morongwa Mokerepi. Tsapang Lucia Mokosi. Khaukhakwe Mokomele. Stefina Mukwana. Matsie Ana Mulalekwa. Itumeleng Hope Muloy. Kinewang Mabel Mondi. Mikateko Kevin Mongwe. Mankisa Tsegofatso Morake. Montikwi Rini Musimere. Nkadimeng Mutlankane, the degree obtained with distinction. Lebohang Lucy Mutloung. Millicent Muwasa. Retabile Mpatlele. Dimakatso Magdalene Mrola. Sophie Queeneth Mchweni, degree obtained with distinction. Mbali Mtungwa. Rolivuma Mashia Muyanalo. Chemin Naudier, degree obtained with distinction. Chukekani Ngube. Sanele David Ndlovu. Camera. Nomfanelo Ngubeze. Madimabi Cynthia Ngwepe. Pindile Daisy Nhlapo. Ayanda Siyabonga. Fortunate Ngala. Ndongoso Sweetness Nkosi. Zanele Precious Nkosi. Niko Giftness Nkuna. Nondladla Tabisile Ntuli. Kelin Okeli. Poshia Hadebe. Kakamatso Precious Ramusidi. Tiny Munache Rankwe. Lesedi Sekholodi. Karabo Laki Sekhopola. Bontle Efinia Sehona. Rose Diabo Sejane. Mita Kilebogile Sikoto. Natasha Sawarine, degree obtained with distinction. Innocentia Ntombikazie Zibayone. Nosipo Sojanja. Thank you. Chained Steinberg. Lungisiwa Petunia Tabisi. Refilwe Juice Taha. Dimakatso Catherine Tlometsane, degree obtained with distinction. Lakindlandla Chabalala. Pearl Tsose. Joreta Obise. Velmer van Rooyen. Kelly Robin Winterburn. Thank you. Emily Kulizwe Zondo. Buitumelo Rosina Kekana. Miriam Kabane Mweti. Odilia Sikomolwana Mtembu. Sikumtwana Mtembu. Tlhogonolofatso Lavas Klesi. Chanel Abigail Ophob. Tamia Sibongile Mba.
Wait a bit.
And your hands too.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Administration. Lebu Manghe. Mtozianele Margaret Mahashwa. Motlalepule Sana Mulet. Lebogang Patricia Petu. Kilebogile Shwai. Nelisiwe Silowe. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Commerce. Shanda Mutali. Peggy Ramadimetsa Majatladi. Nomsa Makaringe. Muchwene Olivia Mperwane. Orifuna Nema Nashi. Bongiwe Teta. Cindy van der Walt.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Accounting Sciences. Chantel Divet. Willem Kasselman. Dominic Zandra Mare. Zinzi Nweleni.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Laws. Murampaka Maisela Sellohuma. Ntlantla Johnson Jele. Khomotso Ben Kekana. Lebogang Amelia Kekana. Cecilia Sizakele Kolobe. Mutsirisi Makotsane. Veli Maluleka. Tlangelani Mboweni. Mohali Jimmy Mohashwa. Brian Tsepo Mokhonyana. Maputi Mpaho. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Stembiso Mtetwa receives the degree with distinction. Jabulani Dennis Ndlovu. Rifilwe Nobela. Nkateko Pakula. Simon Sibanda. Come. Bongiwe Monica Toti.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Thomas Tumelo Kutumele. Nsobelo Amanda Maluleke. Tabita Humutso Maponya. Tabise Muyeketi. Jane Kidibone Sinamela.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Zander van Rooyen receives the degree of Bachelor of Science.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Ambani Olivia Tsedu receives the degree of Bachelor of Science in the College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Ambani Olivia, Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, sorry about that. The following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Social Work. Kenelwe Matibela. Itumeleng Florence Mukwena. Lee Ann Steberberg. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Information Science. Hazel Mafokwane. Mpote Solomon Malfetse. Nomtandaso Moyo. Tando Constance Musiza. Zandile Abigail Changase. Kolofelo Milcent Seloa. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Ngosana Jeremiah Mabusa receives the degree of Bachelor of Theology. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Arts in the College of Human Sciences: Boipelo Amugelang Kambule. Rose Sholofe Lokon. Oh, now this one is a tongue twister. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, you will allow me to go slowly. I see Sholofelo Koi. Sylvia Slube Bonani. Judy Mboweni. Maruro Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, this one is not visible. So I will want to use the document that is before me that has the actual name. Or rather, I will allow her to say her name.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Marumo Sepisonkwana.
Thank you so much. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, it was not printed well, so it is just invisible. Londi Samela Aspe Musbele. Julia Cananelo Boa. Kulani Chauke. Michelle Koikamo. Ramokone Roxanne Matlate. Naledi Getoa. Mgobi Lindo Kulte Ntuli. Phineas Kosho Pago. Madeleine Stickling. Tombete Malimba. Lusanda Nyandeni. Kedibone Maureen Teko. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Pule Mohaladi receives her degree in Bachelor of Laws.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the diploma candidates will now be presented to you. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates receive the postgraduate diploma in the College of Accounting Sciences. Koketso Baloi. Hazel Sizakele Blom. Just go straight. Tumelo Ngomezulu. Tepo Lisedi Mulefe. Kabelo Pite.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates receive the diploma in the College of Human Sciences. Sepang De Venus. Tabseng Maifo. Precious Tiswelonde Matotsi.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the diploma in the College of Law. Look at the picture there. Rodney Hutato Chabalala. Yeah, you can go. Vuyokazi Okay. Vuyokaze Vivienne Kafile. Katleho Lifopan. Oh. Picture, please. Bonisile Lisinyero. Picture. Thomas Magoro. Naledi Matlangu. Ofan Makadi. Mbuyelo Makubele. Rito Wesley Makubele. Patricia Malaji. Picture, please. Charity Kensani Manganye. Dupuo Abrina Mtata. Mashiko Harsen Mauta. Lisiho Tebuho Mashamaite. Lusanda Cynthia Mabuka. Senzani Mbezi. Zandile Mchunga. Sinati Susan Mfulo. Kimi Khaukhele Mkasi. Humutso Betty Mahlobi. Oh, Betty Mahlobi. Beauty Mahlobi. Mahlobi. Martin Malose Mukhawhlo. Hey. Hi Regina Munene. Tsetsan Nelisile Maria Mpatlane. Kiriabetse Joy Mpaka. Dombikaise Mtetwa. Azola Mtombela. Tapelo Mlauzi. Ntombi Ngwenya. Kagiso Lerato Kambide. Isabel Mabel Toto. Nomagugu Tobisile Ntungwa. Palesa Nyama. Oh, I thought they crashed. The diploma has been completed with distinction. Mpo Popi Peta. Reneilwe Julita Moyabo Rasakanye. Felicia Sambo. Mogao Sydney Siputoma.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the diploma in the College of Economic and Management Sciences. Nosipiwo Bacela. Lindiwe Faleni. Azizi Pomadolo. Mpho Mailula. Precious Manyaja. Tandiwe Promise Mazibuko. Lindelani Brilliant Mulawudzi. Ntsako Percival Ndukula. Nompumelelo Puritans Kosana.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the postgraduate diploma in the College of Education. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Tembelihle Ruth Mabuza obtained the diploma with distinction.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to believe that the graduates deserve a very big round of applause. By all accounts, this was a beautiful graduation celebration. I just made 3 observations that I want to share with you. At least 4 babies had the opportunity to study with their mothers. That is quite beautiful. But my second observation is that there are 20 candidates who obtained their qualifications with distinction. But then all of the 20 are females. I was interceding, praying hard that we'll see a male coming through, but it never happened. There was one. Okay, at least. No, I'm told that there was one, but no, we are happy. But then even in the other ceremony that I presided over, out of 33 candidates with distinction, only 3 were males. That is indicative of something happening in our society. Right. But ladies and gentlemen, as we conclude the proceedings this morning, my outstanding task is twofold. In the first instance, I have to extend our gratitude and commendations on behalf of the Chancellor of the University, the former State President of our country, His Excellency Dr. Thabo Mbeki, the Principal and Vice Chancellor of our university, Professor Puleng Nkabula, as well as the Council of the University, led by Dr. Dan Musia. We congratulate you on behalf of these leaders of our institution. But now the second part of my responsibility is to bid you farewell. And that's very important because a graduation ceremony is all about appreciating the accomplishments, but at the same time, encouraging one another. But as we congratulate and bid you farewell in your new journey beyond this ceremony, I truly cannot resist the need to remind you that you have received your diploma or your degree during the time when your knowledge and skills are desperately needed in our country and by extension in our continent. In particular, you have received your certificate during the time largely characterized by abject poverty and hunger, which largely are spawned by mismanagement of the resources and high unemployment rates. Yes, you have received your certificate during the time when corruption and thuggery are not frowned at and are looked at as part of the societal feature. And this is quite regrettable. As a graduate of the University of South Africa, we want to implore you that you must step out into the society and correct the anomalies that are eroding our communities. I believe that education, by its nature, is intended to improve the quality of life, regardless of its disciplinary orientation. Whether you have studied mathematics, the mathematics that you studied should improve the quality of life. If it is physics, that physics should improve the quality of life and preserve the quality of life. Unless knowledge achieves that, it is useless. And we are saying, go out into society and arrest the deterioration, the decay that is engulfing our communities. As we congratulate and wish you well in your future endeavors beyond this graduation, we remind you about the purpose of the certificate that you are holding. And unless you are able to assist us to have quality life in our societies, in our families, the knowledge that you would have amassed would have been of no value to us. And the best way to achieve what we are pleading for, what we are appealing for you to do, is to stick to the foundational precepts of education. Education espouses ethicality. In other words, as an educated person, you must be ethical in your conduct. We do not expect to see a person with a degree conducting himself or herself like a person who never went to school. The 3 or 4 years or whatever period you have spent in an institution of this stature should have done something profound in your life. And this is what we are imploring you to step out to do in the community. If you are a manager or you're going to assume a managerial position, do your work as assigned. The reason when you drive, you see water flowing, down the road, there is someone who's employed, paid, but not doing the work. That is why we're seeing this deterioration of the environment. But as a cohort of UNISA students, we are saying to you, step out with confidence. You have knowledge. Use that knowledge to improve the quality of life. We are very proud about you. Very, very proud. You have done well, extremely well, because you literally studied independently. You did not have the privilege of being proximal to your lecturers, like it is the case in contact institutions. But regardless of that, you came out and you accorded yourself with absolute distinction. We are saying to you, step out there and walk tall. You have received a degree, a diploma from an internationally renowned university, the University of South Africa. May I kindly request the doctoral candidates to be on their feet. It is with absolute delight that I'm the first person to address you as doctor. If there are people who did that before me, that was not official. But the one that I'm doing is official. Dr. Amani Gabriel Kiningini, Dr. Tsepo Malesela Mafukwane, and Dr. Gidist Ingida Kilili. Well done to you. A doctoral degree is the loftiest degree globally. There is no other degree that supersedes the doctoral degree. We want to thank you for having stayed the entire course of the educational journey. And we are saying to you, it is not the end of it. And this also refers to each and every one of you. Become a lifelong learner. You must continue study. Do not stop in your moment of success. Many people make a mistake. When they succeed, they stop. They stop moving forward. Do not do that. Let this moment of success that is manifesting in your lives now propel you into more successes into the future. Thank you very much for being a good example to these colleagues who are seated behind you. And we are challenging them that they should work hard to attain the level that you have attained. Congratulations, and congratulations to you. We have opened doors wider for every student who wants to study. And this is regardless of their economic background. We have many students who come from the economic margins of our society, who are unable to fund their studies. We're working very hard closely with the Student Representative Council to recruit funds to support such students. But then we don't want to deprive you of the opportunity in the event you are able to assist by contributing towards the UNISA bursary fund. The details of the bursary fund are found in the UNISA website, www.unisa.ac.za. In the event you are able to contribute, to want to encourage you to do so. Ladies and gentlemen, after this announcement, I would like you to rise for the singing of the national anthem, the words of which are found on page 25 of the program. And I also request you to remain standing after the anthem to enable me to dissolve the congregation. You are also requested to remain standing while the academic procession leaves the hall. Please stand. Nkosi sikelele Afrika, maluphakamise uphondo lwayo. By virtue of the powers entrusted to me, I dissolve this congregation of the University of South Africa.